Hello and welcome to Rathod's IS. Today in this lecture, we are going to see current affairs of 19th August 2023. So let's get started. So first we are going to see brief introduction regarding the topics so that you can understand from which subject point of view it is important, and even you can understand whether that so and so topic is important from prelims or mains. And after that we are going to see detailed analysis of each and every topic, and we are going to discuss all the dimensions where there is a possibility of getting question near UPSC, and we are also going to see some practice questions, and as well as we are going to see PDF of today's Hindu newspaper at last. Okay, so this is a sequence of this video. So if you are watching this video, please don't skip the video, so watch until the last. So if you are visiting this Rathod's IS Academy for the first time, please do subscribe to this channel so that you will be getting some interesting videos in the future. So the first topic is about India-Japan technological diplomacy. So already the brief background of this topic that we discussed in the month of July. So in July month, India and Japan, they came together and they signed MOU. That is Memorandum of Understanding. So this Memorandum of Understanding is nothing but it is like an agreement. Okay. So what is this agreement? It is talking about semiconductor manufacturing. So Japan, it is going to help India for this semiconductor manufacturing. So here I want to give you homework. So your homework is, so what are these semiconductors? So what is the status of semiconductor manufacturing in India? So what are the challenges that you are facing regarding semiconductor manufacturing in India? So please let me know answers for these three questions in the comment box. Okay, because the semiconductors is very important topic. So if you see this India-Japan tech diplomacy, so India and Japan in July 2023 agreed to collaborate on semiconductors in a bid to create a more resilient supply chain. And here this article says that India and Japan, they came up with Memorandum of Understanding, in short MOU, or an agreement. So this agreement is to create supply chain, okay, resilient supply chain for this critical technology. And even India and Japan, they want to work together for the development of semiconductor ecosystem in India. So this is about in brief regarding Memorandum of Understanding. Okay, so if you see the first topic, so this first topic, it is about India-Japan technological diplomacy. So I said about the introduction. So here recently MOU signed between India and Japan. So this MOU which talks about supply chain resilient system, and also to come up with the joint development of semiconductor ecosystem in our country. So this topic is important from your international relations, which comes in a GS paper too. And one more homework I want to give you here is, so why Japan is important for India? So why Japan is important? So why Japan and India, they are part of different groupings, for example Quad. So please let me know in the comment box. Already we discussed this topic in our earlier lectures, so please do revise. And next topic, it is about material consideration. So this article is very important from your science and technology, because recently South Korea, which made one statement that it came up with identification of semiconductor at room temperature. So this is very important thing. That's one of the milestone that we can say, because semiconductor is used in automobile industry and electronics, etc. So wherever you go, so semiconductor will follows you. Okay, so because of this, here South Korea which made a statement, and this statement published in two important papers, and this talks about semiconductor at room temperature. So here you have to see what is that. So what is a semiconductor? So what is significance? Everything that you have to know. And the next topic is about in the name of God. So what happened in Pakistan? So Pakistan, it is our neighboring country, right? So we are sharing directly boundary with Pakistan on the western side, correct? So in Pakistan, blasphemy is happening. because of this blasphemy, so since 1947 onwards, so lot of people they lost their life. And you have to see what is the data regarding the deaths regarding this blasphemy in Pakistan. And here you have to know this concept class called as this blasphemy. So what exactly is this? And you have to see how can we handle this blasphemy related issues. So this topic is at most important from society, because in society, so we have the different religious people, they are living together, so which is promoting unity in diversity. So whenever the communal clashes are happening between two communities, means what happened, that will leads to law and order problem in the society. So even you have to know what is the need of blasphemy laws. So what is the need of blasphemy laws? And please let me know, so what are the Supreme Court, important Supreme Court judgments in India which talked about this blasphemy. Okay. So this is again your another homework. And next topic it is innovations in healthcare must be for public good, says our Prime Minister. And here healthcare is one of the important things always government need to focus. So government need to focus on education and the health. So they are very important, right? If you're talking about health sector, so after this COVID-19 which entered into our life, so because of this COVID-19 which sent about, so what are the loopholes that we are facing in our healthcare system? And we tried a lot. For example, we came with vaccines. We came with increased number of beds in the hospital. And we focused on oxygen cylinders, oxygen production. And we also focused on increasing of ICU, intensive care units also. So here, because of this, here again we need to make our healthcare system resilient. So our Prime Minister says that yes, what are the healthcare system is there in which is present in India. So we have to focus and we have to bring the more resilient healthcare system. So this will be very important. Okay. So here in this context, here you have to see what is Global Digital Health Mission, right? So which is mainly came by India and as well as WHO together. So this is very important topic. And here you can get prelims and mains based question. And next topic it is about Chandrayaan 3. So Chandrayaan 3 lander successfully undergoes deboosting. So from the propulsion module, so this lander had been detached. Okay, so this is called as deboosting. So here you have to understand what is this concept called as deboosting. And I want to give you one more homework here is, so what is this Chandrayaan 3 mission? So what are the aims and objectives of this mission? So this topic is important from your science and technology under your space technology, which comes under your GS paper 3. And this one is Prime Minister Modi to attend BRICS summit in South Africa. So we are going to have this BRICS summit soon. So in this BRICS summit, our Prime Minister is going to attend. So this is the thing which mainly said by our External Affairs Minister, he announced. So here you have to see, this is the first meet from 2019 we have in personal meet. That means the persons are meeting directly. So till now we have online mode of meetings of this BRICS, and for the first time from 2019, so we have now in-person meet, and this meet is going to be held in South Africa. So here you have to know some facts regarding this BRICS. So that facts will be important from your prelims point of view. So this topic is important from your international relations, which comes under your GS paper 2. So these are the topics now we are going to discuss in this lecture in detail. So the first topic is about a fab way to conduct India-Japan tech diplomacy. So I discussed about the introduction already, right? So here this partnership between India and Japan, they are going to focus on 5 important areas regarding semiconductors. So which are those 5 areas? So first one is they are focusing on designing of the semiconductors. So which design they have to come, and even manufacturing and equipment research, and to establish resilience in the supply chain market, and even they are focusing on talent development. So these are the 5 important areas they are going to focus according to this MOU, Memorandum of Understanding. So because of this, here we are going to pave a way to government to government, and as well as industry to industry collaboration. So there is a government of Japan is collaborating with government of India, and even industries of Japan are collaborating with industry of India. Okay, so in this way here we are having a strategic collaboration. So because of this, so this collaboration which highlights India's commitment. So this collaboration which highlights India's commitment to support domestic industries. So whenever we are boosting the semiconductor manufacturing in India, automatically that will going to boost this domestic industries. These domestic industries, they are now going to get international partnership. So because of this, it mainly showcase potential as destination for semiconductor development. So we are going to see India will be the destination for the semiconductor development soon. So this is about the introduction. And if you talk about 5 important areas, as I said, so first one is designing of the semiconductor. So they have to come up with enhancing design capabilities, and we can also promote innovation here in this semiconductor technology. And next one is manufacturing. So the agreement which aims to strengthen semiconductor manufacturing capabilities and as well as even efficiency. Efficiency and manufacturing capabilities will be strengthened. And next one is equipment research. So collaborative research will be undertaken to develop cutting edge semiconductor manufacturing equipment. Okay, so we are going to have collaborative research endeavors, and they will be undertaken to develop cutting edge semiconductor manufacturing equipment. And even we are focusing on talent development. So we need to nurture skilled semiconductor professionals. Okay, and we can improve the skill, or we can provide the skill development through the programs and by conducting some training initiatives. So by conducting some training initiatives, and whenever we are coming with the educational programs, awareness, so we can nurture the skilled semiconductor professionals. And this one is, if you are talking about the supply chain resilience, so both countries, that is from Indian side and from Japanese side, they have to work together to bolster resilience of the semiconductor supply chain. And finally, they have to ensure stability. They have to ensure stability and as well as sustainability. Okay, so these are the 5 important areas of focus regarding this memorandum of understanding. So India's strategy to this domestic industries here is, the first one is, so this memorandum of understanding with Japan aligns with India's strategic approach. So India is always coming up with this Atmanirbhar Bharat. So during this COVID-19 time onwards, so India is focusing on Atmanirbhar Bharat. So Atmanirbhar Bharat means nothing but self-reliant India. So in this self-reliant India, we want to boost domestic industries, right? So because of this is one of the India strategy for domestic industries. So here we are promoting these domestic industries by coming up with partnership with other countries. So and even we are going to have collaborations with technologically advanced nations like Japan as well as US. So in this way here we are focusing on improving the growth, or we need to increase the growth of this semiconductor sector. And these agreements, they demonstrates India's commitments to fostering innovation and to attract investments, and even fostering a conducive ecosystem for semiconductor development. And if you are talking about what is Japan's perspective on India as a reliable partner, so why Japan came up with this memorandum of understanding with India? So what is the Japanese idea here is, so Japan recognizes India as a reliable and as well as promising partner for this semiconductor development, because India is contributing for the skilled workforce, and India is also having some support to government policies, and also there is a growing semiconductor ecosystem also. So because of all these advantages, India became an attractive destination for collaboration. So this is idea regarding Japan's perspective on India as a reliable partner. So I want to give you one question. The main question is, so what are the opportunities of setting up of semiconductor manufacturing facilities in India? So in introduction, you can write about recent memorandum of understanding, or you can also write about what are these semiconductors, and in the body you have to write about what are the opportunities that you are going to get, and finally you can conclude your answer. So try to write answer for this question should not be more than 150 words. And now let us try to see the next topic. It is about material consideration. So this topic which is talking about room temperature semiconductor. So what is this topic talking about? Room temperature semiconductor. Room temperature semiconductor, and this topic, as I said, it is very important from your science and technology, and this topic is important from your both pre and your mains. So what is the context? Recently South Korean scientists, they revealed that they came up with a discovery, that is this substance LK99. So this LK99 is a semiconductor at room temperature. So this is a new discovery of this South Korean scientist. So what is this room temperature semiconductor? So room temperature semiconductor, it is nothing but a material that can carry electric current without any loss or resistance in the temperature we typically experience in the day life. Okay, so which temperature that we are facing? So in that temperature we can see there is a carrying of electric current that is seen, that is called as room temperature semiconductor. And the scientists, they have sought this for the decades because it can revolutionize energy transition and as well as various industrial applications, right? So it's very important thing. So what is significance? So first and the foremost thing here is, so we can improve energy efficiency. So large amount of electric current is lost because during this transmission from power plants to consumption points. So because of this room temperature semiconductors, that would drastically reduce this losses of electricity. And next one is industrial applications. So industries also we have a lot of applications. So here this material that would benefit heavy industrial processors, and even it could enhance design and as well as efficiency of nuclear reactors. So if we're talking about the cost, cooling cost, so current superconductors, they need to be cooled at a very low temperature. So for cooling them we will be using like liquid helium. And what happened now, whenever we are having this room temperature semiconductors, so we can eliminate the need of this liquid helium to cool. And next one is from historical context also we have significant that, so there was a significant jump in semiconductor capabilities in late 1980s. So with the discovery of copper oxide semiconductors. So because of this, it is showing one of the transformative nature of such breakthroughs. So if we're talking about the next and last important significance here is economic and prestige value. So this discovery which carries both material benefits and even so they are going to have some significant scientific honor as well, right? So this is about this topic. And now let us try to see the next topic. Title says in the name of God. So this article which is talking about blasphemy. So here you have to know this concept called as blasphemy. So what exactly is this? And I already gave you homework like, so which are the laws which are present in India regarding this blasphemy and Supreme Court judgments in India regarding this blasphemy. But this article is talking about violence in the name of blasphemy that happened in Pakistan. Okay. So the attack by the protesters on churches which happened, and here Muslims, they are attacking this Christian minority in this Pakistan, right? So because of allegations of blasphemy. So this article is important from your society point of view, and even this article is also important from polity, because in our polity, so we have fundamental rights which talks about religion, right? So let me know which are the fundamental rights which talks about religion in our Indian constitution. Don't forget about this. So if we're talking about data regarding this blasphemy, since 1947 onwards, there were about 89 Pakistanis, including 18 women. They were killed in 1,415 accusation of cases of blasphemy. So since 1947 onwards, There are about 1415 occasions happened regarding this blasphemy, and in these occasions about 89 Pakistanis died. So in these Pakistanis, even 18 women, they were also present. So this is the data which is given, right, according to Islamabad Center for Research and Security Studies. So what is this blasphemy? So this blasphemy is one of the world's most abused law when it comes to suppressing the voices of communities, racialists, as well as at the many times scientists were also had been shut down because of this blasphemy. So it is one of the reasonable restrictions over the freedom of speech and expression also. So it many times it is also regarded as hindrance in the development of scientific temper among the people. So actually this blasphemy is also one methodology of imposing religious beliefs and virtues of one community over another community. So this is a concept called as blasphemy. So already today's video is very late, I know that. Why? Because in yesterday's night, my kids, they showed me a horror picture from 12 to morning 5, and suddenly I felt asleep, and I did half of the work at around 6 a.m. in the morning. But suddenly I tried to make my kids sleep, and unfortunately I also went on to sleep, and suddenly I woke up and I saw the time, it was around 8. It was like, why I didn't do anything. Today it is being very late and my students are waiting for the video like that, and I rushed to the recording studio and I started doing the work. So because of that, today's video has been posted late, so excuse me for this, and I will try to be on time from tomorrow onwards at least. Okay, so please excuse me, and please do follow Rathod IAS Academy. Even though it is late, I will try to post the video on time. Okay. So now let us see how should one deal with incidents of blasphemy. So how can we deal with this blasphemy? So first one is this blasphemy laws which prohibits religious criticism in general. They are incompatible with the principles of democratic society. So in a democracy, so we will be seeing like unity and diversity. So different religious people, they will be living together. So whenever we are having this blasphemy like laws, means what happened? So they will be incompatible with the principles of democratic society. And in a free and democratic society, there should be no screening of disclosure and dissent. And the only feasible solution that stands on a thin line of protection of faith and the questioning hate speech should be keeping blasphemy in the statutes but decriminalizing it. So there will be a very fine line that is present between protection of faith and as well as questioning hate speech. So we have to maintain that line. Okay, so this is about this topic, and let us see the next topic. It is about innovations in healthcare must be for public good, says Prime Minister. So this article is important from your health point of which comes under your GS paper 2. And health, education and SHGs, NGOs are very important topics. So please focus on this. And whenever you find any data regarding health, so try to save that data. Okay. So if you see the context, it says that innovations in digital healthcare should be opened up for public good. So this statement is not given by me, but our Honorable Prime Minister, he said that innovations in digital healthcare should be opened up for the public good. So this is the thing which said by our Prime Minister in this ongoing G20 summit. So here our Prime Minister is also urging G20 health ministers to avoid duplication in funding, and he also saying that we need to facilitate equitable availability of technology. So we have to avoid duplication in funding and we have to facilitate equitable availability of technology. So if you see details, it says that here we came up with this global initiative on digital health. So this is the one initiative which came up with a collaboration between India and WHO. So this global initiative on digital health, it will allow the countries in global south. So which all the continents comes in this global south? So please let me know in the comment box, because number of times I said about this concept called as global north and global south. Right? So here this global initiative of this digital health that will allow the countries now in the global south to close the gap in the healthcare delivery system, right? So this mission or this digital health, this global initiative, that will take us one step closer to our goal. So our goal it is achieving of universal health coverage. So to achieve this universal health coverage, this global initiative on digital health will be very useful. So this is the thing which said by our Prime Minister. And our Prime Minister also make a note regarding this COVID-19 pandemic as well. So COVID-19 pandemic has reminded that world that health should be at the center of our decision. So whenever government of not only India but even whenever any country's government is taking any decision, so they have to come up with this clear vision regarding so what are the steps they are going to take in this health. And here we have to also make clear regarding international cooperation is very much necessary for the access of medicine, for the research and development, for vaccine deliveries, okay, etc. So in all these things, yes, the collaboration will be needed with countries, okay. So there should be a proper partnership or cooperation between the countries. And our Prime Minister also calling for the resilience is one of the biggest lessons that we learned during this COVID-19 pandemic. So at that time here, one country helped the another country so that here countries they mainly stopped or they mainly overcome this problem of this COVID-19 pandemic. So in this context, our Prime Minister also said that global health system they should be resilient in nature and we must be ready to prepare and to respond with the next health emergency. For this, here international cooperation is very much necessary. And in this context, our Prime Minister also warned that antimicrobial resistance it is a grave risk to global public health and all pharmaceutical advancements so far. So if you're talking about this tuberculosis, India have an aim to eliminate this tuberculosis by 2030, right? So here in this context, one important problem that we are facing is antimicrobial resistance. So antimicrobial resistance is nothing but the microorganism which is causing this TB is Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So that bacteria which is having resistance to the antibiotics like first line drugs, second line drugs, etc. So because of this, it is leading to this multi-drug resistance TB. So this multi-drug resistance TB, which is one of the great cause of concern regarding the reaching of the goal of eliminating TB by 2030. So this is the thing also said by our Prime Minister. So in India, we are following a holistic and inclusive approach. So this is the thing which said by our Prime Minister. He also added that India is expanding health infrastructure and he is also promoting traditional systems of medicines, and even India is trying to provide affordable health care to all, right? So these are some important things which were said by our Prime Minister. So here in this context, what is this global health initiative or global initiative on digital health? So actually India and WHO they together came and they launched this global initiative on digital health. So it is during this G20 summit which held in this Gandhinagar, Gujarat. So this initiative which aims to promote data convergence. They are also focusing on enhance the interface of health platforms, and they are also focusing on encouraging investments in the digital health sector, and it is at a global scale, it is at a wide scale. And this summit which also focuses on establishing an interim medical countermeasure network also. So this network which will be helpful to respond effectively to health emergencies. And this initiative is designed to improve healthcare services worldwide. And we need to come up with some digital solutions also. And it's also aligned with the goal of universal health coverage. So these are some important facts that you need to remember regarding this topic. And now let us say next topic is about Chandrayaan 3. So Chandrayaan 3 landed successfully undergoes de-boosting, says ISRO. So again one more homework here is, so you have to see some basic facts regarding this ISRO. Okay, so please let me know some facts regarding ISRO in the comment box. So if you see context, it says that a day after lander module of India's third moon mission, that is Chandrayaan-3, which got separated from the propulsion module. And here ISRO said that yes, it successfully underwent a deboosting operation, and we are going to have the second deboosting soon. So Indian Space Research Organization said that lander module successfully underwent a deboosting operation, and in this deboosting operation it entered into the lower orbit, and this orbit is 113 into 157 kilometers. And this lander which have the capability to soft land at a specific lunar site, that is on the South Pole. So as yesterday I saw one article in India Today that already Russian lunar space mission, that is Luna 24, so which already sent some images of moon on the South Pole. Okay, so here we have to see how this Chandrayaan-3 which is going to help India, whether it will be success or not. So just how many days are left? Just 4 days are left to know whether there is a soft landing or not, right? So the lander will have the capability to soft land at a specific lunar site. That specific lunar site, it is on the South Pole, and deploy the rover which will carry out in situ chemical analysis of this lunar surface during the course of this mobility. So after the soft landing here, so here this Chandrayaan-3 which is going to carry some samples, and it will be doing some chemical analysis regarding the presence of water or not. Okay, and the main function of this propulsion module, it is to carry lander module from the launch vehicle injection till the final lunar 100 km circular polar orbit, and separate the lander module from the propulsion module at last. So what is the exact meaning of deboosting? So deboosting is nothing but it is a process of powering down or slowing down to position itself. So we are slowing down, and because of this we are going to change the orbits, right? So this is called as deboosting, and we are going to have second deboosting soon. Okay, so this is about this topic. And next topic, it is about Prime Minister Modi ji to attend BRICS summit in South Africa. So here you have to know members of BRICS, that is Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. So actually there is also some idea in this BRICS is to improve or to increase the membership. To increase the membership of this BRICS. So here we have to see how it is going to happen and which countries are going to get this membership under this BRICS soon. So if you see the context, it says that our Prime Minister will visit South Africa to attend 15th BRICS Summit from August 2022 to 24. So from this August 22 to 24, we have this BRICS Summit, and our Prime Minister is attending this BRICS Summit, which is going to be held in South Africa soon. So what are the details? So this will be the first in-person BRICS Summit since 2019. So since 2019, because of this COVID-19 pandemic, so we do not have this direct in-person meet. So we have only online meets. But now we are having this in-person meet for the first time from this 2019 onwards. And here, because of this in-person meet, it will provide an opportunity to review the progress of initiatives which are launched by these groupings, for example, New Development Bank, etc. Okay. So, and to identify future areas of activities. And it is also expected to yield several important meetings, including the meeting which we are going to expect that will be between India and as well as China, right? So on the side ends of this BRICS, we can also have this meet between India and China. So the BRIC Plus dialogue will be attended by several leaders representing non-BRIC countries also, and other non-BRIC countries, they can be invited by South Africa. And here this BRICS, it is focusing to improve the membership or to expand the group. So if we are talking about some facts regarding this BRICS, so BRICS, it is an acronym for the grouping of world's leading emerging economies. For example, we have Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. So in 2001, a British economist, that is Jim O'Neill, coined the term BRIC to describe four emerging economies like Brazil, Russia, India and China. So this group was formalized during the first meeting of BRIC foreign ministers in 2006, and South Africa, which was invited to join this BRIC in December 2010, and after which the BRIC became BRICS. Okay. So this is about this topic, and these are some important articles that appeared in our today's Hindu newspaper. Now I want to make a very small announcement. We in Rathod Science, we came up with this mains answer writing practice course for 1 year. And here in this course, we are giving detailed schedule for the next 1 year, and based on that schedule, daily one question will be given to you on weekdays, that is from Monday to Saturday. And on Sunday, you will be having case study or essay writing practice, and we will be having live answer writing also, and even we will be having live doubt clearing session and discussions regarding the answers of the questions. And if you are not attending the live, so we are also going to provide the recorded videos. And one more thing is, we are going to provide you the model answer for each and every question, so that you can build content and you can save those PDFs for your further reference also. So this course is absolutely beneficial for the students who are beginners and as well as who already gave the attempts, who are facing problem regarding means answer writing skills. So for sure, I can say that if you join this course, you are going to improve your answer writing skills for sure. So the cost of this course is 8,200 rupees for 1 year. So this is very economical. You can join this course. Even if you are not going to pay this amount in one go, you can pay in the 2 installments. Okay. So here, if you want to join this course, so please call me on this number 8074765513. So not only this course, but even we are providing the foundational course for your UPSC 2025. So you can take that course also. And apart from that, here we are also providing the module, single module. So if you are weak in subject geography, or if you are weak in economy like that, you can also take the single subject also. So this courses are very beneficial. We taught from basic to advanced level. So here in this way, you can easily understand the concept where you are feeling difficulty. So if you have any queries, so please call me on this number, or you can also ping me on WhatsApp and Telegram on this number. Okay, so that I can clear your doubts. So this is about this course. I wish you are going to join this course soon. And now let us try to see today's Hindu newspaper PDF. This is our today's Hindu. Date is August 19 and today is Saturday. So first topic is no Supreme Court stay on publication on Bihar caste survey data. So this article is important, and we already discussed about this. What is the issue between the state and central government? So actually, a central government has about to come with a caste survey, but not state. So this is some issue. And next topic here is about innovations in healthcare must be for public good, says Prime Minister. So I discussed this topic. And if you move on, here you can see this article regarding Chandrayaan-3 lander successfully undergoes deep boosting, says ISRO. So this article is also important and I discussed. And here you can see this topic called as Kachativu. So here you have to open your map and you have to see where this Kachativu island is there. And what is the issue between India and Sri Lanka regarding this Kachativu islands? So please let me know this in the comment box. And if you move forward, here you can see 15% hike for women in Rajasthan's rural livelihood projects. So go through this article once. And editorial page, I discussed almost all the articles. The first one is regarding blasphemy, next one is regarding LK99, and next one is regarding India-Japan technology diplomacy. And here you can see LS privileges. So here, if you're talking about parliamentarians, they will be having two types of privilege, that is individual privilege and collective privilege. So please let me know what is individual privilege and collective privilege in the comment box. And if you move on, in this page number 10, you can say Prime Minister to attend BRICS summit in South Africa, I discussed. And next one is 25 student suicides since 2018 are ragging related, says UGC in RTI response. So actually suicides are increasing day by day. So here, because of this, here we need to use this anti-suicide devices. So this anti-suicide devices can be installed on ceiling fans. So whenever the weight is more than 20 kgs, what happen? The spring will be there. So that spring will be stretched, and apart from that, it will be also gives the siren. And in the business page, you can see this article, that is signs of revival amid trade slump. So go through this article once. And here in the world page, you can see this Black Sea. So here you have to see which are the countries sharing boundary with the Black Sea and important ports of this Black Sea. So these are some important articles that appeared in our today's Hindu newspaper. So I hope you enjoyed this lecture. Please do subscribe to Rathod's IAS Academy, and don't forget to like the video and try to share the video with your friends also. So by this I am concluding. Thank you so much.